Thank you so much, Deina, for joining us. Over to you.
Hello, everyone. It's a great pleasure to be here today. So today I'm going to tell you about autonomous and surgery-free implants for brain-computer symbiosis. So what challenge are we addressing here? 3 billion people around the world suffer from different brain diseases and mental illnesses, be it Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, blindness, or depression. The drugs are mostly ineffective and drugs have side effects. While it is known that electrical stimulation of the neurons can create a very promising modality, the current brain implants require a highly invasive surgery that requires creating a hole in the skull and putting a centimeter-scale probe inside the brain that is associated with risks of infection, morbidity, and mortality. And because of the surgery-related risks, as well as $100,000 of surgery costs, such technologies are only limited to less than 1% of the patients. To overcome these challenges, we have built tiny nanoelectronic chips which can travel seamlessly through the body fluids, and they have the capability of autonomously recognizing a target disease region in the brain and self-implant there. And then we wirelessly power these devices to provide precise electrical brain to treat diseases which are even resistant to drugs. So this is not a science fiction anymore. We have already developed this technology over the last 7 years of our research at MIT. This technology required innovations both in the electronic chip design as well as in the bioengineering domain. In the electronic chip design, we have developed wireless subcellular-sized electronic devices with record power conversion efficiency. And in the bioengineering domain, we have enabled this device to autonomously recognize a target region in the brain and self-implant and also cross the blood-brain barrier. We have also shown that these devices are biocompatible and safe. So if you're wondering how small these devices are, imagine a grain of rice. These electronic chips are 1 billion times smaller than that. And I have a video in the next slide. Hopefully the video plays, and that will explain a little bit more about how this technology works. To enable surgery-free brain-computer symbiosis, we have developed nanoelectronics at wafer scale and lifted them off the substrate to create free-floating, subcellular-sized wireless electronic chips with a record power conversion efficiency. Then we have attached these electronic chips with living biological cells to create unique cell electronics hybrids, which fuses the versatility of electronics with the biological prowess of living cells. These hybrids can be placed inside the body with a simple injection in the arms, and they can travel seamlessly through the body fluids without being attacked by the immune system. These hybrids enable the first demonstration of electronics which can even cross the intact blood-brain barrier and autonomously recognize a target disease region in the brain and self-implant there. These electronics provide precise electrical stimulation of the brain, enabling surgery-free brain-computer symbiosis for transiting humans beyond diseases and biological limitations. So now it is possible to have an implant in a precise targeted region in the brain, but with a simple injection in the arms, completely surgery-free. And these electronic devices can coexist and co-live with the brain cells, creating a seamless brain-computer symbiosis. So how does this technology compare with other existing technologies? For example, the brain implant that Neuralink or Elon Musk is pursuing, that requires creating a 1-inch hole in the skull and a very invasive surgery. Compared to that, this technology is completely surgery-free and autonomous recognition capabilities. Also, this is a platform technology not just confined to the brain itself. Electronic chips that can travel seamlessly through the body fluids, through the bloodstream that reaches every nook and cranny of the body, can be used for health monitoring, for applications such as surgery-free pacemakers, or for treating cancers in different parts of the body. This can also lead to implantables for healthy, going beyond diseases. Just like we have wearables for all, we can also have implantables even for the healthy. This could be used for augmentation of cognition through neuromodulation, or by even increasing the neural density through synthetic electronic neurons. So in our lab, we have applied this technology to many diseases, including brain cancer, Alzheimer's, as well as chronic pain. So with a limited time here, I will talk a little bit about our work in brain cancer. So a while ago, I was talking to a neuro-oncologist. She treats brain cancer in patients. At that time, she told me that she had 12 patients under her care. One of them was even under the age of 10. And she told me that she knew that each one of them, every one of them, are going to die in the next 1 year. This is the status of terminal brain cancers such as glioblastoma or DIPG. These are a death sentence. People die within 12 to 18 months of diagnosis. Surgery does not help, radiation does not help, chemotherapy does not help. We had been collaborating with hospitals such as MGH and Mayo Clinic and have shown that with our bioelectrical therapy, it is possible to completely halt the growth of this brain tumor, which can increase the survival rate to more than 85%. We are very committed to taking this technology to humans as soon as possible. So recently, I have launched a startup called Kahira Technologies. Kahira in Irish means a warrior, specifically a female warrior, because this highlights or it embodies our vision of treating intractable human diseases. It embodies strength with empathy. Also happy to share that we recently closed our seed round of 35 million, which will help us to scale up this technology and start our clinical trials within the next 3 years. So to summarize, while existing technologies are only limited to less than 1% of the patients due to the surgery-related risks and $100,000 of surgery costs, by completely eliminating the need for surgery, we plan to break the barriers of age, health risks, and costs, which is currently preventing millions from getting treatment. We envision a future where the life-saving neural technologies will be accessible to all, where an electronic brain implant will be as straightforward as a vaccine. Thank you very much.